Now we will discuss a few questions on those transformations. Suppose we are given this equation root 3x plus y plus 2 is equal to 0, and we want to convert this equation into our standard forms of slope-intercept form and the normal form. Basically, we can find out the values of slope and intercept without using these methods. We had learned that slope can be found out by finding minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of y. The x-intercept can be found out by minus constant upon coefficient of y, and y-intercept was minus, or rather, coefficient of x, and this was minus constant upon coefficient of y. So if you look at this, what is coefficient of x? Coefficient of x is root 3, coefficient of y is 1, and the constant term is plus 2. Important thing is, when you find out coefficient of x, coefficient of y and constant, make sure all the terms are on one side. The slope can be written as minus root 3 upon 1, which is minus root 3. X-intercept is minus of 2 upon coefficient of x is root 3. And what is y-intercept? Minus 2 upon coefficient of y is 1. Therefore, minus 2. Straight away we can find out this. Once you know the slope, we can find the theta as well. Tan theta is minus root 3. Tan theta is negative. Theta lies between 0 and 180. Therefore, tan theta is root 3. Tan theta is root 3 is tan of 60. And there is a negative sign, therefore theta lies in second quadrant, therefore theta is 180 minus 60. Therefore the inclination of our line is 120 degree. Slope is minus root 3, x-intercept is minus 2 by root 3, y-intercept is minus 2. We don't have to convert anything in slope-intercept form or anything of that sort. But if we actually want to do this, we can do this. Slope-intercept form, the rule was make y subject. So y equals to minus 2 minus root 3x. Now if you compare this with y is equal to mx plus c, what is coefficient of x? M, and m is equal to minus root 3, which we have already found out without doing all this stuff. What is y-intercept? Y-intercept is c, and what is c? C is minus 2. See, we have already found out this. Now, for intercept form, the form we are looking for is x upon a plus y upon b is 1. Therefore, we have to convert the equation in this form, and for this what we had learnt is we have to make the right hand side or the constant part 1. Therefore, root 3x plus y, will take 2 to the right hand side and divide the whole equation by minus 2, so that our right hand side becomes positive 1. Now, we have to make the coefficient of x in numerator as 1, therefore we'll take root 3 in the denominator, and this becomes plus y upon minus 2 equals to 1. Therefore, this is your x-intercept, this is your y-intercept, this is a, this is b, which we have already found out using our formulas. The third form that we have to convert is normal form. For normal form, our rule was make sure your constant part is positive. Therefore, your equation is root 3x plus y plus 2 is 0. Since constant is positive, we won't touch this. We'll keep it on this side only and take the other two terms on the right side. Minus root 3x minus y. We have to make sure that coefficient of x whole square plus coefficient of y whole square should be 1. If it is 1, we don't have to do anything. But if it is not 1, then what we do is we find out this value, coefficient of x square and coefficient of y square, and take its square root. This will come out to be 3 plus 1, that is 2, and we'll divide by 2 throughout. So 2 upon 2 minus root 3 by 2x minus y by 2. This is your normal form. Minus root 3 by 2x minus y by 2 equals to 1. Therefore, what is cos alpha? Cos alpha is minus root 3 by 2. What is sin alpha? Sin alpha is minus 1 by 2. Therefore, Since sine and cos alpha both are negative, therefore alpha lies in which quadrant? Alpha lies in third quadrant. And what is its value? Sine alpha is minus half. That means minus of sine 30. And since alpha lies in third quadrant, we'll add 180 to it. Sine 180 plus 30. Therefore sine 210. Therefore alpha is what? 210. We could have done the same thing through cos alpha. This is minus of cos 30. And cos is negative. Therefore we'll take it to the third quadrant. 180 plus 30. From here also we get cos 210. Therefore alpha is what? 210. Therefore if we can draw a rough sketch of our line. Our line is, this is your perpendicular from the origin, and this is making an angle of 210. Therefore your line will be passing through the third quadrant. And obviously everything can be matched. What is your y-intercept? Y-intercept is minus 2. Therefore this is 0, minus 2. If you know the intercept, you can actually find the coordinates. And what is your x-intercept? X-intercept was minus 2 by root 3. Minus 2 by 3 will lie on the negative side of x-axis. Therefore everything is falling into place. What is P? Perpendicular distance from origin. That is 1. This, if you compare, is 1. Therefore this distance is 1. This is how we do this question. Let's take another question. Reduce the following into normal form. That is, normal form simply means we have to convert this in this form. X cos alpha y sin alpha is equal to P. The constant part on the right side should be positive. Coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square should be 1. Since this is, let's take the first part. Since this is positive, we won't touch this. We'll take everything to the left side. Therefore it becomes y minus x. And coefficient of this is 1, coefficient of this is 1, but their square, and on adding them we get root 2, and therefore we'll divide by root 2 throughout. Therefore y by root 2 minus x by root 2. Therefore this goes, we have minus x by root 2 plus y by root 2 is equal to 2. Now if you compare this, cos alpha is what? X cos alpha, so minus 1 by root 2, and sin alpha is 1 by root 2, and what is P? P is 2. The perpendicular distance from origin. This is perpendicular distance. This is perpendicular distance from origin to the line. Yeah. Now cos is negative, sin is positive. Therefore obviously alpha lies in second quadrant. Therefore this is what? Sin 45. But alpha is lying in second quadrant. Therefore alpha is what? 180 minus 45. Therefore we can draw a rough sketch of our line. This is the perpendicular from the origin. It is making an angle of 135. Therefore our line has to be like this, because this is perpendicular and the inclination of the perpendicular is 135. Therefore this is 135 degree. Similarly, if we go for x is equal to 3, x is minus 3 0. Therefore since the constant part is negative, we will take it to the right side. X is equal to 3. This can be written as x plus 0y is equal to 3. Now what is coefficient of x? 1. Its square is 1 square. What is coefficient of y? 0. Its square is 0. What are we getting? 1. Therefore we don't have to do anything. The coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square is coming out to be 1. Therefore we don't have to do anything. So therefore what is cos alpha? 1. What is sin alpha? 0. What is P? 3. Now if sin alpha is 0 means alpha is 0 and cos 0 is 1. Therefore your line is what? Either, obviously the line is making 0 angle with the x-axis, therefore it is parallel to y-axis. It is making an angle of 0 degree with x-axis. This is the problem that you will face. Alpha is 0. Your line is not making an angle of 0 degree with the x-axis. The perpendicular to your line from the origin is making an angle of alpha. Therefore, this is the problem that students will face. This alpha equals to 0 is not the inclination of your line, it is the inclination of the perpendicular from the line, from the origin. This is your origin. This perpendicular, your line will be parallel to y-axis. This perpendicular, this is your perpendicular from the origin. This is x minus 3 is equal to 0. This perpendicular is what? 3. This perpendicular distance from origin is what? 3. And this perpendicular is making an angle of 0 degree with the x-axis. Your line is not making an angle of 0 degree with the x-axis. Your line is parallel to y-axis. Therefore, it is making an angle of 90 degree. Similarly, if we take the third part, y minus 2 is 0. Now, y minus 2, actually you already know y minus 2 is line parallel to x-axis. But if we convert this in normal form, we can write this as 0x plus 1y. We'll take 2 to the right side to make it positive. Now, since coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square is giving you 1, therefore you don't have to do anything. It is in the normal form itself. Therefore, if we compare cos alpha is 0, sin alpha is 1. Therefore, alpha is what? 90 degree. Either way we look at it, alpha is 90 degree. Therefore, the perpendicular from origin to our line is making an angle of 90 degree. P is what? 2. Let's draw this. Our line is what? Y is equal to 2 will be line like this. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. This is the perpendicular distance from origin. This is 2. And that is why this is y is equal to 2. And this perpendicular is making an angle of 90 degree with the x-axis. Your line is making an angle of 0 degree. The slope of your line will be 0. In the previous case, the slope of your line would be 90 degree. Alpha is the slope, is the inclination of the perpendicular from origin to your line. I hope you have understood the questions.